Hi. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're continuing the Three.js and the FlowFuse Node-RED Dashboard series, where we learn how to build interactive 3D digital twin or digital shadow applications for industrial use. This is the spot welding robot model that I introduced in the previous video. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out first, as it covers how the 3D model was imported and displayed in the dashboard. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to control the robot's movement by changing the position of each of its joints. For this simulation, I'm controlling the rotation angle of all 6 robot joints, from J1 through J6. By adjusting these joint angles individually, we can accurately simulate the robot's motion and reproduce different working positions in real time. This approach is useful for visualizing robot movements, validating motion sequences before deployment, monitoring the robot's current position, and even connecting the 3D model to a real robot or PLC using live production data. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to dynamically update each robot joint and create a much more realistic and interactive 3D visualization inside the FlowFuse Node-RED Dashboard. Once we've defined each robot position, we can save it as part of a motion sequence. Each saved position represents a specific robot pose, and by combining multiple poses, we can create a complete series of robot movements. When I click Run All Positions, the robot automatically moves through each saved position in the exact order they were recorded. The transition between positions is smooth, allowing us to simulate the robot's entire operating cycle. This feature is especially useful for validating robot motion, demonstrating production sequences, testing different operation scenarios, and creating realistic 3D simulations before deploying them to the actual robot. It also provides a clear visualization of how the robot will move throughout the process, making it easier to verify the sequence and identify potential issues before implementation. Here's the Node-RED flow. I'm using a number input node for each robot joint axis. Each value is then stored in a flow variable, and finally all joint positions are combined into message position and sent to the Three.js Template node, allowing the robot to update its pose based on the received joint positions. This is the code inside the template node. First, I create the Three.js scene and load the 3D robot model. Then, I assign each robot joint, from J1 to J6, so they can be controlled individually. Whenever a new message position is received from Node-RED, the target angle for each joint is updated. During the animation loop, each joint smoothly rotates toward its target position, creating a realistic robot movement instead of an instant jump. This is how I save each robot position in a text file, making it easy to configure, edit, and reuse different motion sequences. For more advanced applications, you can also store these positions in a database, making them easier to manage and retrieve dynamically. As with the previous videos in this Three.js series, I've shared all the source code on my Gumroad page. You'll find the complete Node-RED flow, the Three.js template node, and the example files used in this tutorial, so you can easily follow along and build your own project. If you'd like to support my work and gain access to the full source code, be sure to check out the link in the video description. That brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope this video gives you a better understanding of how to control a 3D industrial robot using Three.js and the FlowFuse Node-RED Dashboard. By controlling each joint individually, you can simulate different robot poses and motion sequences, making it much easier to understand how an industrial robot moves and operates. This approach is useful not only for learning robot kinematics, but also for building digital twin or digital shadow applications by connecting the 3D model to real-time data from a PLC, MQTT, or other industrial devices. As with the previous videos in this Three.js series, I've shared all the source code on my Gumroad page. You'll find the complete Node-RED flow, the Three.js template node, and the example files used in this tutorial, so you can easily follow along and build your own projects. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below about what you'd like to see in the next episode of this series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.